Hello and welcome back to another Question of Trek, welcome back to another Question of Trek, a show that has more cues than any team can handle. Today we'll have two teams once again going head to head to test their Trek knowledge. Excuse me, I'm a bit tongue-tied once again. So let's bring on our first captain. He has the charm of Doogie Howser and the smile of Jack Nicholson. It is, of course, Starfleet Boy. Say hello.
Hello, Doogie Howser, one of my heroes. Thank you.
And the smile of Jack Nicholson. Hey there. How you doing, buddy? You okay?
It was a rough week, as I'm sure it was for many, and I'm glad to be here because this is so much fun, and it's already making me forget my troubles. So thank you.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. So, and for our next captain, if starships were made from Lego, he, of course, would be commanding the Utopia Planitia shipyards. It is, of course, Trekcatcatcat.
Hey, guys.
All right. How you doing?
Not bad. Not bad. Like Sohail, tough week, but glad to be here.
Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Okay. Joining Trekcatcat is the benevolent ruler of Karoga, and I swear I've not had a gun pointed at my head nor have I been bribed to say that. It is, in fact, the absolute truth. He's also the host of live streams like Cinema Saturday, The Bed Life, and of course DS9 Wednesdays. It is everyone's favorite YouTuber. Well, so one of everyone's favorite Trek YouTuber, Bird of Prey 5.
Kapfly all.
How you doing?
Good.
Good stuff.
Thank you for having me.
That's it. And for, of course, our next guest, who'll be joining Starfleet Boy, is, of course, everyone's favorite lore master. Some of you love him, some of you hate him, but you can't deny he is the best at what he does. It's Lore Reloaded.
Welcome.
The best at making people hate me, I guess.
No.
Who hates you? Who hates you?
Nobody hates Laura.
They better come see Starfleet Boy. If I'm just saying it right now, if you hate Low Reloaded, you better come see and talk to Starfleet Boy about it because I might have something to say about that.
Got some words.
Maybe a phaser.
So, just to go with the team to my left. The team to my left, your right, as for you, the viewers at home, are of course the Law Boys, and the team to my right or your left, these guys here, then, are of course. What your name?
That's it. This point.
It's paying off already.
Our name sucks. We need to change it to something harder.
I knew it. I knew it was going to work.
It's going to be a great video when we say it's all rigged, so it'll work out. Everybody will win.
Yeah, it's all rigged. Okay, so just before we obviously go into our first round, let's check who's with us in the chats. We have with us, starting from the top, we have with us Joseph Petrick. Glad to see you. He is also one of our moderators tonight, as is Jeff Franklin. The anti-trekker. Bird versus Law. No idea who to cheer for. Well, cheer for the winner. Say you were cheering for at the end of the show, just say you were cheering for the winner all along. It's what I do. It's easier that way. Joseph Petrick, for the host. Well, what's wrong with me? Okay. Well, it looks like I'm in good place. Not Ryan Johnson, Joseph Petrick, but you're in the future. You already know who won. That's true because we in Europe are slightly ahead of you guys in the States. Blast Hard Cheese. Sorry, Jeff Franklin says, greetings, fellow YouTubians. Greetings to you, Jeff Franklin. I'm glad to see you here. Blast Hard Cheese. If anyone hasn't seen the fan film about Captain Robert April, Star Trek First Frontier 2020, it's very good. Well, on way to promote another channel. Thank you. Oh, great.
We're trying to retcon Robert April to be a Texan on Starfleet Boy and Tex Trek. So just FYI.
Yeah. So who else we've got? Who is here? Captain Trek says, Question Trek, hello. Hello to you, Captain Trek. Mountains of Listen, hello, Hel Karoga.
Hel Karoga.
Also, greetings, fellow nerds. Let's get ready to rumble, says Jeff Franklin. And I think that's everyone here. Resolute Germ, of course. Hello, Resolute Germ. Glad to see you. Carl Albanese. I hope I said that correctly. Question Trek. Sorry about before. I didn't mean to guess that question. Hope all is well. All is fine. Yeah. Oh, yes. He had to rewrite one of the questions for the show as we were on Bird's live stream earlier, and the subject came up, which was similar to one of the questions, unfortunately. Hello.
My former teammates here, Earl Grey Trekkie, who is Robbie, who is the only time I've won this show. So hopefully today, James, we will win.
John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Glad to see you, John DeMarco. Richie Poole as well. Glad to see you.
Richie Poole.
A bit of support there for Bird of Prey 5. Or for the flat B's, sorry.
B flats.
B flat.
2 points.
It's the same thing.
That's 2 points.
It's the
2
same
points.
thing.
No, it's not. It's wrong. 2 points. I'm doing it so hard today. It's 2 points.
Lex the Legend. Glad to see you here. Kate McCobb. Wow, there's a lot of people here tonight. Thank you all for coming. We're honoured to have you here on the show, or at least watching the show. We may also require your assistance should the scores tie off evenly later on. So, just before we're about to hit round one, please don't forget to hit the like and share this video if you choose to, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Also, the links to my fellow guests and the Team Captain channels are also in the description below, so don't be afraid to check out their channels at the end of the show. Okay, so let's get into round one. Round one will consist of 10 questions. Each answer will be worth 1 point. Whether the team answers correctly or incorrectly, the opposing team will be asked a fresh question. So I hope both teams are ready. Let's proceed. Who would like to go first?
The team that's down 2 points could be.
I agree.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay then. So the law boys. Which episode title does The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine have in common?
Oh hell, it's going to be these kind of questions.
Different kinds of questions.
That would be. I kind of feel like I should know this. It's gonna bubble up in a second. Ugh.
Yeah, it feels like one of those that should be obvious, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like Time's Arrow. I don't know.
It's definitely lower decks. Definitely lower. I got no idea. What is it? Now you got me curious.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
The Emissary.
The Emissary. It was super obvious. The very first episode.
Okay, fair enough.
It was the first episode where the mother of Worf's child appeared on the show, which I think was the Klingon ambassador to the Federation. And yeah, that episode was known as The Emissary.
But
Okay.
can I be that guy and be like, it's not a fair question because technically DS9's episode 1 is Emissary. There's no "the" in front of it.
Oh, thank you. You can be that guy.
Can I be that
You
guy?
can. You can tell.
I can also be
I
like,
tell you what, since due to my mistake, the other team is 2 points ahead. I'm going to give you the point for.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's the point there. Okay, B flat. What procedure is Captain Kirk allergic to that required him to wear glasses?
Red Nox 5. It's not a
Do you
procedure.
agree?
It's red. He's allergic to Red Nox 5. That's why he had to wear glasses.
Yeah,
thought
I
that
agree.
was a procedure of some sort, wasn't it? Like a laser eye surgery or something?
No, that's not what it was.
Okay.
But can you
That's-
spell what you just said, Ian? How
Wait, spelling? Since when does spelling
I'm just
count?
curious if I'm hearing it because I
Red-
think I'm hearing it said slightly wrong.
No, it was correct. Red Nox 5. Well
It's
done.
Retnax. It's
It was-
Retnax. You got to say it in
Oh,
Shatner's.
so now,
Red Nox 5.
so now I can be technical and say there was never a procedure. So the answer was
Right.
there wasn't a
Yeah.
procedure.
I love
Yeah,
this.
I
it
feel
wasn't a
like-
procedure, it was a
I
drug.
love that.
So the answer wasn't Red Nox 5. The answer was it's a false question. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Well, it's not a false question. I just had the wrong understanding of what it was. but the answer is correct to what I was getting at. So, or what the question is getting at. Okay, back to over to the Law Boys. Which Romulan starship did not have warp speed?
Which what? What?
Romulan starship did not have warp speed. The scout ship?
Yeah, I want to say Scout too, but I feel like that's wrong because they had a.
Oh, they had nacelle things on the side.
Yeah,
right?
but I want to say there was one that was Scout-like. Maybe it was the shuttles. I don't know. I want to say Scout too, though. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to you, Starfleet boy, because you're the captain.
Since you have no other guests and we agree on scout ship, I'll say scout ship. That's our final answer.
It was in fact the bird of prey.
It's bird of prey.
They had the Romulans
yeah,
had
that-
right.
Yeah, balance of terror.
You and me are about to argue continuum. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a
There
tough
are
one.
multiple bird of preys that fit that had. Okay, that's fine. We'll discuss offline. I take it. I love your continuum track.
I'm in trouble now.
I love you, buddy.
Do you have a picture of the bird of prey you're referring to? Because it's true.
It's the
Romulans
one
have-
with the nacelles. It's the one nacelles from
Yeah.
Balance of Terror. But
So in
Scotty
Picard,
says
it
it's
works.
impulse only.
There you go.
Upgraded.
We
Scotty
also,
says simple impulse.
yeah, we see some that I believe we see some in the future that have like warp capabilities. So it's specific to the thing. But you're right. He says it's simple impulse is the only power. But technically, yeah, there's a lot of. It's a good conversation. It's a great conversation to have.
I think
Yeah.
Scotty was getting.
I'll take the loss.
By
I think
Star
Scotty
Trek
was saying
Picard,
this
it has warp. Yeah.
He was just like, "Oh, we
and
can
there's-
outrun her."
Well, and then there's a discussion like when he says simple impulse power, what the writers probably meant it could only go impulse, but there's also some discussion on whether that was specific to the power rating of it or the fight of it and the fact that it could still have war. It's because again, when I did a video on it, I got so much grief from people who know the original series more than me. So
It's very contentious.
it is contentious. I'll agree, Bird of Prey. You can get shivved if you say the wrong thing.
That's a tough question to ask.
Anyway,
Continuum is loving this. He's like, oh my God, we're 3 questions in and already Loreloaded's come at me like 5 times.
This is already my favorite episode. I feel like I'm gonna win this one.
On pure technicalities, nothing but technicalities. Not answer a single question right.
okay, so
Sorry. We lost. We didn't get the point. Go.
it's the B flats. Which TNG episode was originally going to be Sir Patrick Stewart's exit?
Ooh.
Chain of Command, right? Where Jellicoe was in it. They were bringing in Captain Jellicoe. He was going to replace Picard if the contract didn't happen. The contract happened, so Picard stayed in. Oh no, no, it was Best of Both Worlds Part 1.
No, give
Best of Both Worlds Part
Chain
1.
of Command. I want you to get this point. Chain of Command. You were right. Don't lose the point, but
It was Best of. You see, here's the problem. I don't know. They were both possibilities of losing Picard. Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and Chain of Command. I think he means Best of Both Worlds, though.
Captain?
Go on,
Your
best of
call,
both
Cap.
worlds. Best of both worlds.
It was in fact Best of Both Worlds. The executives believed that Captain Picard was not a hit with the viewers. However, it was the fans that wrote in after the part 1, which was of course the ending of that season, and part 2 was the beginning of the 4th season. In between that, the fans wrote and said, "Do not kill off Picard. We want him to remain." And then, of course, he got a new contract. That's true. Yes, Best of Both Worlds. Well done.
I didn't know Chain of Command had that issue too. I'll look into that. That's interesting.
I believe that they were bringing in Jellicoe as a power play to Picard. Like, if you don't want to renew, then we're going to just replace you.
That's interesting.
I remember hearing that.
Is there like a book that kind of compiles all those stories together? Because I kind of vaguely remember those things too.
I couldn't tell you where I heard it at this point.
Just looking at Continuum Trek's face, that's why I'm here. I'm for that face.
I think
He's
some of
hating.
that
That's where it goes.
some of that's covered, but earlier seasons in what's that one William Shatner did, which was like something on the bridge, Chaos on the Bridge.
Chaos on the Bridge.
Which is yeah, it's a cool documentary.
I've never seen that one. I'll have to check that out. Okay,
It's really
so
good.
we now back to the Law Boys.
Yeah.
Who was Dax's first host?
So you asked when was Captain Picard? When was Patrick Stewart going to leave? And then we get the who's the first host of Dax question. That's what I'm saying.
I put these DS9 questions in for you because I know you are the know-all of DS9.
Bird of Prey. What letter was the Enterprise in TNG? Lore Reloaded. What was Ezri's mother's middle name? I'm giving you a hard time.
He does this.
It's not Kazon. I want to say Kazon. Do you know Starfleet Boy?
It's not Curzon. It's not. I don't think it's Emily Dax. I don't think it's. I can't remember. It's like Ding Dong Dax or something like that.
That's what I want to go with.
I'm gonna give you a hint. It's not Ding Dong Dax.
I've got to say, Starfleet Boy doesn't always have the right answers, but he generally has the best answers. Ding dong, Dax. So just for that, I'm going to give you guys the point.
What?
You don't. It's fine. Don't give us the point. It's fine.
We're gonna take it. No, I override you.
I was going to give them a clue because it was Kira who actually was the host in the episode.
And Facets.
Right.
And I was just going to tell you, if you guys were watching my channel, we watched Deep Space Nine Facets just 4 days ago.
I just started following you, and I'm going to subscribe to your channel, so I will start watching. So
You would have had that answer.
Yeah, he has good breakdowns. I don't know. Now, now I'm going to say that Ezri Dax was the very first one. Final answer.
I'll stick with my teammate on this one.
First host of a new generation. So
Hey.
But by the way, I'll give you the point anyway. But the actual answer was Leela.
Leela. I got you on Layla.
You think we're going to see Dax again?
I'm hoping the new trill is named Gray is Gray Dax in Discovery Season 3.
Maybe. Might be.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so far we are at 4-2. I'm going to give the next question to the B flats, and that is: which Enterprise C design was on the ready room wall of the Enterprise D, but didn't make it into the episode Yesterday's Enterprise?
I don't understand how to answer the question.
What? See, now I don't feel bad. See, now we're getting fair questions. Now we got some fair
Enterprise C. It's the Enterprise C. The one with what? How would I go about answering it?
Which design of the Enterprise C? Because there were two. There was one that was on the ready room wall of the Enterprise D.
I understand. Okay, so like the class of ship. I mean, like, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just missing it. Like,
no, it was always going to be an ambassador class. It was just the original concept design they had on the wall. They had the original concept. So, what answer do you want? Is you either got the concept or the one appeared in the episode?
The concept.
Yeah, it's the concept.
So it's kind of like
it had Natuna cells.
So they had Natuna cells. No, I mean, is this kind of like? Hold on, is this kind of like?
Do we need to draw it out?
Like the Miranda was the Avenger class originally. The concept of Miranda was the Avenger. Is that what you're asking? Continue.
There was one design that was obviously brought in that was named after the designer himself. And then there was the design that wasn't used, which was also named after the designer.
Okay. So you basically want to know who designed it.
Yeah. Who designed it? Didn't make it into the episode Yesterday's Enterprise.
It was the nacelled one. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm
why.
glad this is not our question. I'm ascending now.
Oh, I know which one it was. It was the one that had the saucer section and it had the cells.
And it had engineering that connected to the
I had a
nacelles.
secondary hull
I had a warp
and
board.
struts going. And the nacelles had what are those things? The collectors, the facade collectors on the front, and there was a deflector
I got it. Yeah, and
a bridge in the center of the saucer.
Crewed by Starfleet officers.
I think you're talking about the Eagle Moss model, Conti, if I'm not mistaken.
I am.
I knew it. He made this question based off his Enterprise concept Eagle Moss.
Hold on. That's the one that made it into the episode.
I know.
It was
like
made
that
by
one.
Smith.
It's like that one, but different.
All right. Obviously, you don't have an answer. It was the Andrew Probert design.
Ah.
And then who
I'm
designed
gonna
the
have to
final
remember
one?
to Google what that looks like after.
It's cool. I remember seeing it. It's cool. But
if you look on the,
it looks more like the D. It's got it's got the hole and the front.
Because if you look, when you watch Star Trek Next Generation, you look in the ready room, you see all the different Enterprises along the wall, and you see the C. It looks different than what appeared in yesterday's Enterprise.
I believe you. I'm
No,
not
it's not
saying
that
it
we
doesn't.
don't believe you. We just it's fun. Everybody, I love you. Continuum track. This is why.
Oh, okay.
You're good people, man.
Okay, you know what? This goes to the law boys. Who designed the EMA?
Zimmerman.
Dr. Zimmerman.
Full name, if you can.
Zephyrin Copran Zimmerman the second.
Dr. Zimmerman.
Zimmerman of the Zimmerman clan.
It was actually Dr. Lou Zimmerman, but yes, Dr. Zimmerman is correct.
Excellent. We got a point. What are we at, by the way? I lost track.
You're now 4-3.
We're in the lead?
No.
Oh.
But we got 3 points. I've only answered one question correctly, so I'm not worried.
That's awesome.
Who designed and built the Warp 5 engine?
Henry Archer.
Correct. It was Henry Archer.
Ooh, I would have got tripped up on that. I would have said the woman. I forget her name, but yeah.
Dr. Laura Brahm.
Yeah, Brahm. Just because I'm thinking TNG, because we've been discussing TNG, and she designed the galaxy. She didn't design that thing.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. It was in fact Henry Archer. Back to the law boys. Which composer was Captain Picard listening to in First Contact when Commander Riker brought him his sense support?
That piece is called Les Troyans, and it is by the Trojans. Who does that?
There's exactly no one else on this panel nor watching this from my channel, your channel, or any other channel that would have even known that, Starfleet boy. Just so you know, you're the only one like on the planet that knew that much. So I'm impressed by that.
That's the one that's like, and then like everything's shaking. Yeah, it's
it the Valkyries? No,
that was Les Troyans, the Trojans. But I'm trying to remember the composer. Do I get a half a point for knowing the piece?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a clue. It wasn't Mise.
Because that's what Riker said.
Yeah.
He says Bizet.
And
then Picard corrects him and says, shit.
No. Apparently,
I'm disappointing myself because I love this composer. I love opera, and I'm blanking. Les Troyans, French opera. Who would it be?
The B.
What? Oh, Hector Berlioz. Thank you.
Berlioz is correct.
Berlioz. Thank you. That was excellent. Yes.
I was just letting you get there. I knew all along. I just letting you get there. I'm glad you could catch up.
Okay, so far now we're at 4-4. Back to
Whoa. And we got ours right. How's it 4-4? Oh,
Henry Owen, right.
they
Come
went
on.
first. Okay, they went first.
Basic math means that it's 3 comes after 4, I guess.
I got
I'm
you.
just-
But
I'm messing with you, Bird.
didn't we get Archer? Didn't that make us 5?
Yeah, that made us 5.
It's 5-4. You are correct. Thank you, Bill.
I hope
That's
so,
next
'cause
point. You get it wrong.
it's
No.
one of those things we have to watch the replay to retally everything. Is that controversial? It's like
Which vegetable does Cisco claim to be very misunderstood?
Who's this for?
You guys.
Who's us?
I think it's eggplant. I'm not sure.
Well, I was going to say aubergine, but it's the same thing.
so fancy. I love aubergine.
Maybe we should get a hint as to what letter it starts with.
I don't. I mean,
We know the composer. We know the composer, but we're not quite sure on the plant.
I know it's a vegetable, but I'm not sure the
It also begins with a B.
begins with a B.
Bitch fruit.
Peach
What kind of fruit is bitch fruit?
I made it up.
potato.
And you said vegetable.
Everybody thinks
That's why it's
fruit.
it's a vegetable, but it's called bitch fruit, and people get confused
Yeah.
all the time.
It's
Yeah.
the episode where Duran Dax first comes in and Cisco is cooking for his senior staff. And Julian Bashir says he's not really a big fan of them. He says, "Oh, Doctor, this vegetable is a very misunderstood one." But what
I was thinking it was the episode where Jake and him go on the Bajoran sailing ship. So I'm completely
I
thinking
feel
of the
like
wrong vegetable.
And I could be wrong, but I feel like it's the episode where he like drops it into a pot. That's where they're talking about it. I think. I could be wrong. That's the episode I think he says it in though.
Beets.
it is correct. That is beets. Well done.
Took a minute. Beets. I feel dirty though because we did take the hint. I was totally going to go eggplant.
Don't worry.
I mean, this thing has to have hints. It's like, what shoe size did Cisco have after he came back from the normal? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying. I don't.
How
mind
many hairs was in Avery Brooks's beard in the 4th episode?
it. What episode did he cut? What episode did he cut his beard? I'm sorry.
I think you're over exaggerating the difficulty level of these
All I know is last week I went 8 for 8 in your first 8 questions. This week I'd be lucky, with the ones I got were by luck and with hints.
Anyway, so we are now at
6-4.
6-5.
and so far, obviously, the B flats are on the lead. So now we're going to go into round 2. Now, this round only has 5 questions. Each question requires 2 answers, which means, of course, there's 2 points. Should the team not be able to answer the question fully or only give 1 answer, the question then go to the opposing team. So let's go get on with the first question. This one goes to the Law Boys. What was the name of Tasha Yar's sister, and on which planet did they grow up?
She was Miss Yar, and she grew up. That's what she preferred, unless you're saying that unless you are assuming anything else. That was her preferred Miss Yar. And Badlandia is where I would say, oh God. It's not Kess. You have any ideas, Starfleet boy?
We've lost him.
Yeah. I
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, I thought you were thinking. I was just waiting.
I was being respectful earlier when I burped and I mute my mic and I forgot to unmute it. So thank you. Anyways, I have no idea. I was making lots of jokes with you, so you didn't hear any of them. That's really funny.
Okay.
and I propose that I think I don't know her name, but the actor played I think she played in the Terminator TV series, she played the mom. What's her name? Sarah Connor. And I think
Connor.
No, that was
Mrs. Connor. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Mrs. Connor was her name. I don't know.
The one who played Sarah Connor was the one from Game of Thrones.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I made something completely up. That happens every episode, so it's all right. Anyways, no guess. No guess. Thanks. No idea. Mrs. Jar. What is it, Conti?
Well, no, the question goes to the opposing team.
Oh, that's right. Round 2.
Flat. I'll ask the question again. What was the name of Tasha Yar's sister, and on which planet did they grow up?
Is it Ishara? Yar? Ishara? Something like that?
It is Ishara Yar, correct.
And the planet was
SETI Alpha. Oh, I wasn't supposed to get it. It wasn't our turn. Yeah. Hope you guys don't guess that.
the planet had. I remember it had lots of gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did bad things.
Rape gangs.
Yeah.
But I don't know the name of the planet.
I think it was Rapadon 5.
Yeah, I was going to say Rapelandia.
It wasn't Taroga, but no, it wasn't. The planet was actually called Turkana 4.
Ah, I was close.
But you were right about you were right about Shariar, so that's 1 point to you guys. So that's now 7-5. Well done.
Oh, so it's 2 points. Every question is 2 points.
In this round, yes.
Oh, okay.
Every answer is 1 point. So if you answer both answers, you get 2 points. If you only answer one, it's only 1 point.
Right.
So because they already answered Shariar, they already get the 1 point. Okay, next question again, straight to B flats. What are the 2 classes of runabouts in the 24th century?
Is it Danube? No. Danube?
The Danube is a pretty sure it's a class.
Danube is one of them, correct?
I believe they said Danu, not Danobi, sir.
No, Danube.
Sir, I don't believe. All of a sudden, the B comes out. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, the B's silent.
Silent. Oh, okay. I forgot about the silent B's.
There was a second class of runabout.
Yeah, there was another one which carried torpedo launchers on its top.
I thought there was just a variant. I don't know.
Orinoco.
No.
Orinoco.
That was the name of one of the runabouts.
That's true.
Kind of variant or class.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
That's right. I was thinking of the Wombles.
So we get to try out the question?
Do you guys give up?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
And they didn't get any of it right. The Danube part wasn't right either.
No, they got that right. It was they got
so
we just the other one.
My guess is Colorado because of the Colorado River. I'm not sure though because the Danube's a river. So I'm gonna. I don't know.
The Colorado part is very close.
Oh, thanks for that.
Okay.
Would it be?
Is it? You said shuttles in the 24th century.
Runabout.
Runabouts.
Okay, because I was going to say
2
that
classes.
TNG. Yeah. No, I knew that, but I didn't know if we were including TNG. I thought you said shuttles, and I was like, well, there's more than 2 versions in the
Century.
Let's see. So the Danabi was one. Wasn't
The
Sea River.
Dana. He says it's close. I said Colorado, and he said close. I don't know if he meant close to another river or.
At least I think it's in Colorado. I'm pretty sure the name of this place, which is also what this version is named after, is
like a Denver class or something.
Sort of thing.
Can we keep guessing, and you'll keep telling us whether it's closer or not? Is that how that?
Your next answer will be the final one. But however, you guys are allowed to talk about it. You're allowed to.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. We actually haven't given an answer.
Yeah, we've been going back and
Just
forth.
so
on
you
it.
know, we're just guessing. We're just talking about it with each other. So,
And
yeah.
you're giving us information. So
which is great. We're so close. So there's Denver, there's Boulder. What do you think, James?
I've broken it down. I can see it right in front of me, but I don't know the name of it. I've done a breakdown on the class.
The Colorado class, the Colorado Springs class? No.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Colorado Springs class, the most obvious.
The Vale. So if it's not, we know it's not the Colorado River. We know it's not.
No, hold on. Oh my God, I think it's in Colorado. It's a park.
Oh, God damn it.
Yellowstone.
Correct.
Yellowstone. Yes.
Oh my God. That took me forever.
You did it.
You did.
Thank you.
Both got the Danube and the Yellowstone. So you got the 2 points.
2?
What?
Yeah.
2?
Oh, you're right. You got the Danube, didn't you?
1 and 1.
That's right.
One and
Okay.
one.
I'm sorry, the guys who say Dan you and all of a sudden get Denobi as the thing. I'm sorry, sir.
That's how they pronounced it.
No.
It's actually Danube.
Is it really? I always thought it was Denobi. I always thought it was like said. But I mean, they're Denobulans. Come on, sir. Sirs.
Oh, it's 4 points each on that one. All right. So, okay, no problem. That's now 8-6, I believe. Well done. Next question. Still to the law boys. By which species were the Kelpians being culled, and for what reason?
The Baul and yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, the Biolan, they were afraid of them because there had been a war in Kelpians that kept them under, I believe.
Right, they were
Oppression.
preventing them from evolving to the point where their hormones. They basically kept them from hitting puberty, so they couldn't kill them with those spiky darts that flew out of their necks.
Can you give me the name for that puberty?
For the puberty? Oh yeah, it was called not the Jemaharan, but it sounded like that. It was the.
It was not the Jemaharon, I can tell you that for sure.
Jemaharon,
this boy wants Jemaharon. I would change that scene completely.
It was
Turkey.
I want to say Ponfar, but I know that's
not
I did
Ponfar.
Ponfar.
No,
By the way, I did Ponfar live.
Congratulations!
On my channel. Yeah, it was great. It's like with my audience. Some people here can attest.
I bet that was a bit messy.
I was gonna say, Ponfar must not mean what you think it means if you did it with your audience on the.
It was a virtual pond. It was a virtual Ponfar. You needed a.
I was about to say
Google
that's a whole new channel, really, isn't it? The Ponfar channel.
Is this on like Pornhub.com or? Okay.
Oh, that's why you called Starfleetboy After Dark.
Yes, it was definitely way after dark.
Okay, so we really got to name. We can describe it down to a T, but we really got to name it. Okay.
Yeah.
We really got to sit here and name it. Okay. I don't know. Continuum track.
Saying Ponfar with your audience was too much information.
Well, we get 1 point, so that's good. It was the Baul.
Oh, I'm willing to give you the second point as long as your next guess is really at least close or at least your very best try. Because you did actually describe what it was, but that's good enough.
Is it close to Jemaharon? Is it? I got no idea. So I mean, I'm gonna go with whatever Starfleetboy goes with.
But
what was your? Go ahead.
No,
what does it begin with?
No, go.
I'll take that hint. No, sorry, I spoke over you. What were you saying?
No, go on. Starfleetboy was going to say something. What were you going to say?
That's what I was going to ask. Is what's your hint?
I can't really give a hint. There is no hint to it. But you did already describe the fact that it was because they lost these things.
The ganglion.
Spikes that fire out. And that is called the Yaharai.
Look, it sounds like Jahamaran. It's Yaharai.
you describe the process close enough, I'll give you the 2 points for that. Well done.
Woo!
By
By the way, happy Rosh Hashanah to anyone who celebrates. I don't know why the Yaharai made me remember Rosh Hashanah, but it
moving on to the B flats then. On which motion picture characters were Riker and Deanna based?
Decker and Ilea.
What was the
Will
question?
Decker and which two characters from the motion picture
Oh,
were based for Riker and Troy, and it was Decker and Ilea.
Correct. It was in fact Decker and Ilea. Okay. Yeah, 2 points. All right. Awesome.
It seems when we answer, it's like super quick, and when they answer, it takes 15 minutes.
wow.
no,
Shots
Well, that's-
fired.
well,
Wow.
that-
no, I do agree.
that's
I
Starfleetboy.
completely agree with that. I agree. Hey, here's some common knowledge. Here's a question with common knowledge everyone generally knows. And then, hey, here's the most obscure thing I can ever find. And not only that, even though you can describe it down to a T, I want you to tell me exactly what it is. And I want you to say it in the perfect English. Lord English.
Give you a link to one of the last episodes we did, and you get a feel of the episode. So I can't say I didn't warn you. Anyway,
So basically, he's saying tough shit.
yes.
That's all in good fun. So come on, whose middle name and an obscure, only one-off character do I have to guess right now? What's
calls himself the Law Master. I don't know. Anyway, this one's for the Law Boys. Which two symptoms does the Klingon puberty or Jahlala manifest?
This is exactly what Laura Loda was talking
Temples with one? Yeah, an obscure one-off TNG episode. That's okay because we have to sit here and think about it, and we're going to get off. We got to go back to an obscure one-off TNG episode. I get it.
So, maybe.
Pimples
I-
was one, right? Starfleetboy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
Pimple is the
I've got to
symptom.
say, you can only blame Sohail for this one, because this is what you get for turning up 20 minutes late for the previous episode.
That's true.
So
I did. I was very right.
you've got to apologise to your teammate Sohail that you're being punished. He's being punished for you being late.
I'm apologizing to my teammate that this show's not fair. I apologize to you that things like me being late are being taken out on my poor teammate who has nothing to do, my innocent teammate who has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Dude, it's going to make a great YouTube drama video. Don't worry. It's going to be great. So no, what were the symptoms? Was that the question? What were the two symptoms? Okay. So pimples was one. I remember that specifically. I don't know the name of the pimples though. Were they, or manius eye pimples that were whiteheads
They're
or
like
the blackhead?
The name the answer is close enough.
And then
sleeping a lot? Like puberty?
No.
Like,
I
no?
don't think that was sleeping. I may be wrong. I don't think it was sleeping. Aggressive. He was overly aggressive. I feel like.
Correct. Yes, it was in fact the Gorch, i.e., the pimple.
A gorch.
Was it actually? Did it actually have a name? Because I was just
Yeah, it was a
messing
gore.
up.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
the gorch.
Okay.
So well done. So that is so far
Woo!
now at 10 to 10. Blimey, hell,
Wow.
we're now going to go into round 3. Just before we do, we're going to just check some of the people in the chats here because we've got 22 watching.
I'm sorry. Go do what you're gonna do.
And we've got Carlo Albanese. I hope I said that right. Sci-Fi Nation, of course. Wait, what was the question? You missed it, buddy. Too late. Earl Grey T said the answer is, an obscure answer. Well done. Sci-Fi Nation, puberty symptoms of Klingons. Okay, I know this, he says. Rizzo Jim, a countdown timer and a scoreboard would help
Yeah.
this thing a lot. Yes, it would do. Unfortunately,
That's a great idea.
I think we've been having fun though. This hasn't been
Yeah,
bad.
we
Have you guys been annoyed?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
No, it has
Praise
been
Matt.
good, but
Praise
it's been a
Matt.
it's been a weekly occurrence that you just can't count. But it's
We get there in the end. The audience
we
keeps
do.
track. For example, right now Joseph is totally keeping track. He's an admin and a moderator, so yeah, we would get corrected.
Yeah.
So I do have a question though.
What?
Go on then.
If the lore boys started, they were first, and how come the round ended with them? If we both get the same number of questions, then shouldn't we be getting the last question of the round?
Because in the second round, if you can't answer the question goes to the opposing team. But then the next
hang on. No, because their question was about the Klingons. He's right. Yeah, we're right here because you gave them what were the 2 bits for the Klingons.
You gave them the question first. We didn't pass.
Then
I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable with how round 2 did. I think we should go.
I mean, if it's okay. It just seems like it was a little off, but I'm fine.
Hey guys, Jeff is actually keeping track, and he confirmed that it is 10-10. So Jeff Franklin just confirmed. Look, Starfleetboy and
no. I think we get a question.
So how we're not on the scores. We're on about there was questions. There went to and fro. We answered Decker and Ilea. Then it went to you about the Klingons, and then it finished. But you started. So.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying. It's 10-10 because they got more questions asked than we did.
We didn't get more questions asked. There was a question that you can answer, so then the question went to them, and then the next question was theirs, and they answered that, and then you got the question which you answered, and then the next question went back to them because
in the spirit of competition. You should only really be proud of a win if you're like 10 points ahead of us anyways. So I say we carry on.
And you see the question, the question he's asking us. I mean, I
feel like we should just carry on. And on the replay, and then next week we can punish Conti for being.
Don't worry. Next round, you're gonna get asked what class is the USS Defiant, and then we're gonna be asked what model tricorder did Cisco use to figure out what changelings are.
Okay.
Use the one with the purple streak. It was the brand new one.
That's right. Okay.
How do you propose we correct it going forward? Because we can't. What do you think? Does there need to be? Are you saying there needs to be?
I just thought that we would get one more question.
I think
by my count, but it's okay. No,
I'm down.
If you don't feel that you asked the questions right,
I'm the team captain. I'm backing up my dad. We had the one about the runabouts. We had about the ones Decker and Ilea. What was the third one that we had then?
Tasha's sister.
No, that was their question.
That was their question.
Which they couldn't answer, and then it went to you.
Yeah, but does that count as a question for us then if it comes to us?
You then get the points.
No, but they're just saying there weren't 5 rounds.
Get 1 point.
They're saying there weren't 5 rounds.
So if they get the point.
And the following question, which was the runabouts, then went to you.
Are there 5 questions or 5 or 10?
Okay. So
there's only 5 questions.
There's only 5 questions, and that's the reason why.
Oh, I misunderstood. I misunderstood too. If it makes you guys feel better, I thought there were 10 questions. 5.
Yeah. Okay.
I misunderstood too.
So Helen and I have been doing this for weeks. We've only just got it.
By the way,
the hosts are still figuring out the game. Four things in.
We got here through the power of math people.
For a little while.
To drink, you know.
Just going forward, I would suggest you add a 6th question to this round.
And Shishan Girl agrees with you in the comments, by the way.
Because if you don't add a 6th question, the team that goes first has a natural advantage.
Well, not necessarily, because if they can't answer the question,
but if everybody gets every question right, the first team would have a higher score at the end of the second round.
For this game, I'm okay with it. I think we did the good job.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay with this game.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying I'm comfortable with how
going forward.
I like that you're comfortable with risk.
I mean, I had a random question that I wasn't going to ask. I can ask it. Well, no, I don't want to ruin your games. Never mind.
Anyway,
save that question for when we have to ask the opposing team.
Oh, I had 2, and I chose one. I was going to say I have another one to throw out if we wanted to try to even it out. I don't care. I'm here to have fun. As long as Continuing Track gets frustrated, I'm happy.
So what's the next round?
Well, it's round 3, where each team will get shown an obscure picture.
I love this. This is my favorite round.
If you guess it correctly, whether it's a character or a starship, if you guess it correctly, it's worth 3 points.
Ooh, it's gone up.
Here comes the first picture.
Wait, who's
this for?
Who
They answered last.
They answered last.
But they also went first.
It's the B flat. It's the B flats first. So here goes. Who is?
Who is? So it's a person.
Yeah.
Loved him hints.
Oh, gee whiz. That looks a bit like Mark Leonard to me.
It very well might be. I'll be honest. I thought it was Wesley. But it's not making me angry. So
there's no disgust at the sight of it.
yeah. Guess it could be Sarek.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Mark Leonard and Sarek.
Okay.
Okay.
I go with you.
Mark Leonard. Well done. You won.
Wow. Someone said it's Hubert in the audience, and I think that's hilarious.
Yes, you are correct. It was in fact Mark Leonard who played the original Sarek as Spock's father. Well done. Okay, so we're going to the next one. Who?
What the fuck?
Who was this? Who's that?
No, this
Gee
is
whiz.
This is a completely fair game. It is not. It's
What
not
on earth? That looks
No.
like vomit.
great. Yeah, no, there's nothing. This was not fixed in any way. All right, let's see. What is that?
It's Mr.
It's like-
Pumpkinhead.
It's a pumpkinhead. It's like nightmare fuel.
No, it's
What on earth?
fantastic. Yeah.
While
All
you
right.
guys talk this out, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Lucky you.
What is it
Lucky
to-
you.
Talk out here. Okay, so let's see. Can we know if it's a person, animal, thing, or because you said who it is with them? Just say it.
Yeah. Who asked? Who is this?
Oh, okay.
Gee whiz.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this-
gosh.
This is not.
Sucks to be you too.
Yeah, right. I mean, if
Give
it was
me
Star
1
Wars,
second.
Jabba the Hutt.
Is that a glommer?
What?
Oh, what?
No.
It's not that. We figured out one thing. It's not. All right. So let me see.
Do you want a clue?
No, it's fine, man. I don't.
Salvador Dali in the comments blast.
That is, of course, Captain Jean-Luc Picard on the Enterprise in First Contact. Is exactly who that is.
Earl Grey Trekkie says, "What is this abomination?" I agree.
At least the other one, you could tell it was a person. I mean, okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. This isn't fixed at all. Okay, so you're not punishing or Starfleet Boy for any reason. All right.
I know. What the hell? Okay.
Let's just make a guess. I mean, if we miss it, do they get it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well,
So it's not,
I'm going to give you a clue. I'm going to give
All
you a
right.
Oh, this is fine.
only if TCC is okay with it, because I don't care. It's just a game.
He's okay with it. He's cool.
Oh, yeah. So it's-
as his ambassador, Starfleet
And then,
Boy.
I'll tell you what, Sohal gets so many. Right, I'll give you a clue, and then next, I'll give you another clue. No, I'll give you another clue.
I mean, it's not unwarranted. Do you see what we're trying to guess?
I'm
The
going to
audience
give them a
agrees.
clue.
We got another comment. Nightmare fuel, and I agree.
I'm pretty sure it's a Ninja Turtle.
I mean, when I look at that, I do. I see Ninja
You
Turtles
see Donatello.
fighting the Shredder. through what is a
So-
meta story about life. If I was to
Sometimes he posts objects and things like that. I don't. It's so crazy.
I think it's Kirk seducing the female Orion. Is what I think.
That's what I'm gonna go with as well. Agreed.
Final answer. Show it to us. Show us Kirk seducing an Orion.
What the hell is it?
Unfortunately, were you sure you don't want to take a good guess at this?
Just show us.
What was
Kirk.
the clue? What was the clue?
What-
Not only am I going to make it an abomination before God, I'm going to find the oldest picture that no one on Earth has ever seen. This is the first time,
I've never
I've
seen this.
ever seen of Nog. I could not tell you. I have an 8-hour Dominion War Chronicle. It's literally 8 hours. I could not tell you what that
Wait,
scene's for.
how does that translate to that? Go back to the.
No, it makes
It's
perfect
not even the same
Yeah,
aspect
yeah, I
ratio.
mean,
It's like-
it's not the same aspect ratio. He's to the side somehow and not in
yeah,
the
what
middle.
did you do, Conti? How do you
What?
do this process of yours? Like,
No,
it's
I mean,
crazy.
and go back to us. Go back to Kubert.
By the way,
See those black lines? Those
Oh.
are obviously all over in
if
the
you
one.
you know what, this isn't fair. He didn't zoom out. Look, now I see it's Nog. You were zoomed in on our. It was double hard because you were zoomed in on. It was
that
double
was the
hard.
same picture. That was the
No,
picture.
all right, fine.
Okay.
By the way, that picture, the Resolute
That is
picture looks like
terrible.
Nog
Go
in the Federation Teen Beat magazine.
All right. Go ahead and show them.
I have to say, in defense of Law Boys, that is the worst fucking picture
No,
you could ever have
that's fine.
chosen.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
I
show them.
almost want to give him a pity
No.
point.
That's good. Go show them Deep Space Nine, and then get back to us of a tricorder, just the inner part of it.
Cheers.
Don't stop continuing. Let's keep doing it. This is fun, man.
Do you know what? For once in my life, I was glad we went first.
Scores are now 13 points, and the Law Boys were still at 10 points. However, this is where the next round, where they get to try and gain the next 2 rounds, they try and get to gain some points. So we're now going to go into round 4, where each team member will get to ask the opposing team a question, and if the opposing team gets it right, they get the point. Of course, if they don't, then the opposing team gets the point. So the Law Boys were on last, so the B flats get to go first. Who's going to ask the Law Boys the first question?
We each ask a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of you guys.
Yeah, you can go. You can go first. It's all right. If you got a question,
And I get to sit this one out. No one can blame me.
Okay. Well, this is my. This is definitely one of my top 5 DS9 episodes of all time. In Children of Time, DS9, they go back in time and they find the colony that they themselves propagated. Who was the host of the Dax symbiont when they go back in time? Who does Cisco meet, and who's the host of the Dax symbiont in that Children of Time timeline?
That's definitely Ding Dong Dax, as far as I know. No, I'm just kidding.
you've already used Ding Dong Dax, and you've had a point for that one.
It was male, wasn't it?
It was a male.
Yeah, I remember. I see him clearly. Can't think of his name though.
I'm Gandalfing here. I have no memory of this place.
Can you get close? A letter of the alphabet.
Is this the Emily Dask? Is this finally when we find out about Emily?
No,
And
Emily
then-
was one of the original hosts.
No. So the guy.
Oh, it would have been Curzon. This is the Curzon story where we find out that he was really sleeping with so and so.
No, it's a different
No.
episode.
It's a different
No, this episode is where they when they first meet it, one of the first things is they see a school and they use Quark as the teacher.
Yes, that's the episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful
And
episode.
then wasn't Odo.
Odo, you meet Odo.
Odo couldn't shapeshift because of
Right,
the
that's right.
yeah,
No, but the Odo who got down, he learned how to
the
do it. He
future
looked like
Odo.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't him. He didn't become one of the Daxes. Oh man, I don't know. I can see him quite clearly. I'm gonna go J.
Why?
Why J?
No.
Why, Jay?
The name starts with a Y.
Yo, Dax.
Yo,
Laren.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I see him.
Okay.
What do you, Starfleet boy? Do you got any ideas?
No, I'm drawing a blank on this one.
Okay. What is? I'm curious now. Who is it?
Yurden
Yeah.
Dax.
Yurden.
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 So
Was he another?
So I've just
What happened though? Was he another?
Yodel.
He was
Yodel.
just one of the people born, and he got the symbiont. He was a grandson of Jadzia and
Jadzia.
Worf.
So he was his grandmother. That's an interesting.
Basically,
Or
yeah.
grandson, whatever. Yeah,
Grandson.
Well,
I'm guessing it skipped a generation
Sure.
because trills live longer.
sure.
But yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was
So-
a good, tough question.
So does TCC get one now?
Yeah,
Yes,
my
now
my one's not as difficult as this one.
What?
So mine is. Sorry,
Yeah, go on.
I thought somebody.
No.
What was Sulu's original position on the USS Enterprise?
Oh wow. He
So
set-
before he was the helmsman.
Yeah,
before he was husband. He
yeah.
didn't he set to the left? Isn't that the was he operations?
I feel like he was a botanist
Keep
or
going.
something like that. He was like working in
Close.
that botany lab with Yeoman Rand in that one scene.
Yeah, but it was already the helmsman then. It was.
Mm.
If you go back, it's actually if you go back to the cage, not the no, not sorry.
No, you're talking about
When
where
no man has gone before. If you go back to when no man has gone before, it's actually in that episode.
I just did that one. This is not fair. I should know this. This is terrible.
Not fair. I should know.
I'll just say he was in science. He was a science officer.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he was in the sciences.
Yes, he was in the sciences.
Astrophysics. Do you know, James?
Is that?
I said operations. I was wrong on that.
Yeah. Well, is that you? I've given you quite a few clues. On that.
Yeah.
It was,
That's
yeah,
the team,
it-
man.
it-
Bruce is the team.
yeah, it
That's
was.
what
It
we-
was actually. Yeah, he was actually a physicist.
Oh,
I did not. I didn't know that at all.
And then later he
Yeah,
gets
'cause-
physical.
Yeah, because because you're right, he was in sciences. Because in Where No Man Has Gone Before, he was in a blue shirt.
Really?
Very cool.
On that first
All
episode.
right. So we got none of those. We got to try to make them get none of those.
Exactly.
You got a question, James?
I got a good one. I'm just confirming it real quick. So you want to ask yours before?
Well, I was doing this. We're on the same tip here. All right. Let me think here. What was the name? What was the
Tantalus
full
5,
name?
because Tantalus 5, because I've just seen Dagger of the Mind.
Yes,
you
wait.
always ask
What was the full name? What was the full name of the director of the Tantalus 5 rehabilitation facility in Dagger of
you
the
want
Mind?
Dr. Adams' first name?
Yes, it was said in the episode. Yes, I do want it. And I'll give you a clue if you really need one. Or I can just give it to you now. It is also the part of the name of an opera.
Yeah.
I got my question for Continuum Trek. I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be a good one.
You know it's going to be TOS. I just know it.
I don't know, but I know it's Dr. Adams, but I can't remember his first name. So I don't know if you got it, Birdabro.
Well, it's not Jerry.
Mr. Adams.
I don't know. Michael is coming to mind, but I'm not sure.
The opera is called Tristan and Isolde, and it would be Tristan Adams.
Tristan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
As soon as you said that, it was Tristan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, at least we held it, Laura. We held
did.
it.
See, I got one that I think you guys can't answer, and then I got one I'd be interested if you knew. See, I'm on the fence. I mean, you guys
I
are
like
already
that.
killing us anyway, right? You guys are killing. It's 13-10, right? Because we had the totally legit question. Okay, so here we go. In Star Trek TNG's Lower Decks, after Sito's death, which senior officer makes the announcement to the crew?
Makes the announcement to the crew that she died.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's Captain Picard announced the death over the intercom. If I'm remembering it right.
Okay. Is that your final
No,
answer?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Captain to confirm.
Well, I was thinking it was. I remember Riker being in it as well. So
I remember the scene of them over the intercom, like everybody hearing that people were in different spots of the ship, and the announcement was made at once. So Picard, I think, was the only one who would use the ship's intercom to announce something like that.
Or Riker, being the first officer.
I don't know, but I'll be honest. Yesterday, I could have sworn Jadzia's spots were blue, and it turned out they were brown. So I don't know what to believe.
Was that a question?
It was in my Star Trek Lower Decks review. I blasted them for turning Trill spots brown when they used to be blue. It turns out they were always brown. But I remember them being blue.
Do you know what? I wish I had a coin because I've only got two answers and I would flip a coin if I could. Picard.
No, it was actually Captain Picard. I would have got that wrong though, because Worf was the one that came and talked with him afterwards, and that's who I always.
Yeah, Worf sat down and
had the communication. Well, cool. You guys got it.
Oof!
Wow,
14.
So, Starfleet boy, your question.
No,
My question. I already did it. Yeah, I already asked.
Oh, did it with the opera.
Tristan Adams.
Tristan Adams.
He did. Well done. Okay, so that's the end of round 4 then.
Done.
Okay.
I've got the question that's gonna stump you, Conti. Two-parter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming. This has been another episode of Talking with Trek. I'm joking. Of course, we're gonna get into round 5, and So round 5 is pretty simple. Each team member gets to ask me a question. If I answer correctly, of course, they will lose a point, and if I can't, then they gain a point. So we're going to go with the B flats first. Who's going to ask me the first question?
I got one. Okay, in the first ever aired episode of Star Trek, what was the designation of the first world they visit?
Including the original pilot.
No, the first ever aired episode.
Which would be Man-Trap, by the way. I don't think that's giving away anything.
No.
Oh,
No.
I know this answer.
Siri. I don't know.
You ready? Give up.
It's M113. He gives up.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it.
My favorite, my lucky number.
Oh, nice.
113. I see it everywhere. I see 113
now we know your
everywhere.
PIN number for your bank account too.
No, it's not. It's not that. But I was driving behind a license plate 113 once. Just 113, nothing else. It's like, what was the chances?
There we go. 1 point to you guys. Okay, so we're going to move to the Law Boys. Who's got a question for me?
I have a question unless you want to go. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Name, and this I feel is as fair as anything that has been asked of me today. Name, it's 2 parts. Name the various different colors of every light on a tricorder, and which one of those blink.
What model tricorder?
Which model? version of the tricorder we're talking about? The original TNG or the later
TNG medical tricorder.
Yeah, but yeah, the one that looked in the Voyager that looked exactly like the other tricorder, just had the thing underneath the.
I can't help you anymore. I don't feel good about giving.
The TNG one. You shouldn't have any blinking lights at the front.
All right. No, I was joking. That was a joke. Here's one for you though. I think this one's on par.
Well, you had the 27th century one from the USS Relativity, which had the little scanner that popped up like a phone aerial that had a little blinking light on there as well.
Yeah. That went over them.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Lower Decks, because I want to do Lower Deck 1, but I only found TNG Lower Deck stuff interesting. Which and oh my god,
tricorder.
Really? Yeah, tricorder. You nailed it. Where the hell is it? Throughout the episode, one ensign feels discriminated against by his immediate supervisor. What's the full name of that ensign?
Which episode?
TNG Lower Decks.
Oh, right. Ah, okay. Yeah, he was a command officer. He was a lower deck command officer, obviously, because he wore the red.
Mm-hmm.
He had the dark. He tried befriending Riker, didn't he? And obviously, he was giving false information, trying to buddy up to him, but Riker obviously just told him to get lost because he was
Wait a second. Continue. Are you trying to say that the senior staff of a non-New Trek property was being mean to the lower decks? That doesn't. I for one am shocked to find out that in TNG they were mean to him. That's unheard of.
I don't know if I'd say he was mean. He just wasn't particularly friendly.
Oh, it wasn't particular. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah. Well,
there's only one thing I will ask. No spoilers on Lower Decks because I've not seen it yet.
Go on.
Oh, I thought you
no
were
spoilers.
Yeah, because on the new Lower Decks, no spoilers. No spoilers on the new Lower Decks.
I'm sorry. I don't think that was necessarily a spoiler, but I apologize. I wasn't trying.
No. You're talking about the TNG episode Lower Decks. He's talking about the series Lower Decks.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the series. Don't give me any spoilers.
Right. No, but I don't think I did anything. Anyway, I won't even bring it up. So do you know? I tell you what.
No, I know the answer. Hold on.
I was going to give you spoilers if you want me to. I guess I don't know. He was the command one. He was the black guy.
Yeah, I know he was.
That's
the Vulcan who ends up in Voyager later on.
Wasn't he the one that tried to kill whatever? Was that the same guy?
No, but the young
that was Brad Dourif who plays Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings.
His name was
Carlo Albanese is lost.
Just give me one. Can you give me one name? Can you give me?
You're gonna have an equally tough time with my question.
First one's pretty common. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the letter of the first one. See if you can give it to me.
Sam Lavelle.
I'm sorry. What?
Sam Lavelle.
That was.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Way to look up Memory Alpha and not look like you were typing anything in the computer. I love it.
It's Laval, but still.
Oh,
close enough.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you got it wrong. Unfortunately, it was Laval, so we get to keep it.
Yeah, but it's spelt Lavelle, so it still goes to Conti. My one is.
Type.
All right, Conti. I have to ask you a question. Oh, it's not my turn. Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, you're the last one.
B flats?
No, you're not.
Oh, right. Cheers.
What?
I asked. Laura asked.
It's now it's Ian.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought Ian asked for some reason. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
This one is really easy, so I expect you to get this. At the end of the motion picture, Scotty tells Spock he can get him back in Vulcan, but how long does it take?
A few hours.
No.
I think he said 2 days.
No.
That's fine. Don't take 12 hours like you did on mine. Just instantly answer something that's
Hold
wrong.
on,
It's
hold
okay.
on.
Yeah, just
By the way,
continue,
while he thinks, James, your background reminds me of a tricorder blinking. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
trying to figure out what looks good behind there. I've been playing with
It
different.
looks good. I like it. We have a similar. I love that we aligned on our team.
Yeah.
Our team backgrounds here.
I don't know. I don't want to give it away. I feel like it's wasn't the soonest though.
Come on, Conti. There's got to be a timer at some point. Buzz.
I think
ring.
I'm sure he said. I'm sure it was. He said 2. I'm sure he said 2 days. I'm sure it said 2 days.
Is that your answer?
Your final answer.
Yeah, 2 days.
4.
Was it?
It was
4
4
days.
days. 4 days.
At what warp?
Didn't say it warp. He just said I can get you back at Vulcan in 4 days.
He was talking about impulse speed. What a jerk.
Yeah.
He didn't even
No,
offer.
he didn't say that because if what he says is at the end, Kirk says, "Mr. Scott, do you think we should have a proper shakedown?" And to which Scotty turns around to Spock and says, "We can have you back in Vulcan in 4 days." To which Spock says,
That's nice.
not necessary."
Not necessary. All right, Conti, you ready?
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
It's also a 2-part question. What is the name of the actor who plays the disrespected for correct reasons and unnamed or unrecognized symbiont host? And what is the name of the character he plays? And it's in the episode you mentioned earlier tonight.
Repeat the question.
Was that question? All right.
What is going to repeat that?
In the DS9 episode, what is it called? The one we talked about tonight. I can't remember the name of the episode. Hold on. I gotta look it up.
Facets?
Facets, thank you.
Yeah.
In the DS9 episode Facets, the symbiont that is like not recognized, you don't always hear this person. The guy who takes over Dax for a little while, right? What's the name of the actor and what's the name of the character?
Fuck knows. And fuck knows.
Yes! 2 points for
Yeah.
Lord Boys. And so it is John Glover and it's Varad.
All right, I'll give you 2 points. Go on. All right, yeah. I have no idea.
That was a good question.
That's actually something. That's actually a quick. Yeah. You just give me
Actually, hang on. If you're saying about in facets,
wait.
if you're going in facets, there was
No, you're right.
because he went into Cisco's. Didn't he go into Cisco's?
Yeah, he went into Cisco. You're
Cisco.
thinking of the serial killer. Varad wasn't the
Yeah.
Yeah,
serial
I'm
killer.
sorry, I got the episode name wrong, but I meant the episode that Varad was in. What was that episode?
Yes, Tomorrow's Children or something like that. What was it? Tomorrow's Children? Or Yesterday's Children or something like that, where they find a planet.
Varad was when the storm was coming through, and they stole the symbiont for like a few
Right.
hours.
And he hosted
That was
it for a little bit.
Varad. Yeah, but that wasn't. He never came out. I don't think in Facets. He
No,
never
I
counted
meant-
because the symbiote never.
Do I
never
have to
got
ask a
his
new
brain.
question? Do I have to ask
yeah.
a new question?
I think you led him up the garden path a bit. Yeah.
All right, the garden. I like that. The garden path.
Are you guys sure he wasn't in Facets? I feel like they put him.
Well, he was mentioned,
No.
right? Or not? Maybe not.
No, Joran is the. I ruined it, but Joran is the psychopath killer.
It's the
Okay.
psychopath, and he
Host.
went into Benjamin. He went into
Yeah, he went
Cisco.
into Cisco. That's why Cisco had to come out in the holding cell is where they brought him out.
Oh,
And then
I
he
know.
came out
Varad was
and nearly
Varad
strangled
was
Dax.
Varad was not in Facets he
Farad was
mentioned,
first season.
but he was a host for a short time.
Yes, he was a several-hour host.
Yes, and
in the
what was
first
the name
season.
of
Yeah,
his episode?
it's where they found out that the
invasive
Trills are liars.
procedure.
Yeah.
Invasive procedure. The
Or the-
episode is invasive procedure. You still got it wrong.
Which his name? Basically, the actor's name is Mr. Glover.
I already answered. You already answered. I already told you the answer. You don't know this.
But what's funny about that episode too is they're like,
and
they were like, yeah, if they find out that they can do 70% of the population, we're all screwed. And yet in TNG they did a human, so you don't think that maybe they could be like, why can we do humans and yet not the general population of most Trills?
Yeah, in TNG, just anybody. They were just looking for volunteers.
But all of a sudden, apparently, you can only do a small minority of. I thought that was funny.
That was interesting.
It's true though, doesn't it? Because they visited the Trill homeworld and they found out that over 50%.
Carlo in the audience is saying we have to do a do-over, so I have to come up with a new question for you. Yeah. Or do you guys think it was? All right,
I think you said it was in facets. Yeah, you said it was in facets, and I think that kind of led him the wrong way.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It would be like having an image no one on God's green earth has seen, and then like making it into a new image that looks nothing like the original image. If I had to put that somewhere,
that happened to us tonight. Wow, that's great.
Some of this round, I'm going to go back to round 3. I'm going to have a little do-over. All right, just
it's fine. Continue.
I insist.
Okay?
I insist. So, okay.
What you got? Another question, Starfleet boy?
I'm trying to think of one. Here we go. Let me think. All right.
Oh no, never mind.
Go. You go. If you got a question. Oh no, but it's supposed to be me.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Do you want to tell me in the private chat what your question is, and then I'll just ask it?
Private chat, don't you? But I tell you what, I won't look in the private chat. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take myself off and play with myself for 5 minutes.
Continuum, are we still friends, man? I hope you're not mad at me, dude. I really know.
I'll see you guys in a minute.
Where did he go? Wait, are we just talking? Oh, goodness. What
you do notice how he never answered if he was pissed off at me or not. Am I the only one?
I do this on my channel. It's called Make It Show. I got to come up with a tough question. I think.
Hold on. I can put it in the chat. Oh no, I can't. TCC, you're here. Never mind. I can't do that one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sorry. It's you're gonna love it though. When you watch Lower Decks, you're gonna love it.
All right, I have a question whenever Conti comes back. Is he going to the loo? Is that what happened? Oh, there he is. Oh, now I'm the host. Oh, there we go.
He's back. He went out. He's back.
So angry.
You know, sometime we can switch over and each of the team captains can take turns being the host, and I can join one of the teams. That I might get some things once in a while.
Hail Karoga, Sci-Fi Nation.
What event in Star Trek happened in the 90s, specifically? I think it might have been even 1996, but just in the 90s, that didn't actually happen in real life, but would have been terrible if it did.
You mean the eugenics wars?
Damn.
I mean, there was like 6 things. If we're looking at Trek, that one isn't that fair either. If we're looking at Trek universe, it was more the eugenics wars went on. We had
World War III.
World War III. Yeah, there were all kinds of things that happened in the 90s that he could have guessed on that one.
I thought we're coming up to World War III. Wasn't it like 2020?
In the original, it was the eugenics war was World War III, right? Then they kind of split it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that. They had the where they killed all the lawyers. I think that happened in the 90s.
Yeah, kill all the lawyers.
But
that's what I'm waiting for.
There's like 600. They're literally through TNG and Voyager, like 600 things that all happened in the 90s. Early 2000s, it was literally the Earth should be like just an asteroid filled based on.
Up until 1996, you had the eugenics wars. When they found all the augments, except for the few that got away, like Khan Singh, you then had World War III. After that, then you had the post-nuclear horror, which was in the early 2000s.
Wow, you really know this period well.
Right now, we
I
should
totally,
be building.
We're loaded.
We should be building sanctuary districts in
It's true.
all
it's
our
true.
cities. Oh wait, I think we're pretty close to that.
And that's when the Canadians came and took that church away, you know, and we'll plant it somewhere.
Well, okay, that was a terrible.
So this was a show.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at your cat! Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's been there for a minute or two. He's been chilling.
Oh my gosh! How cool!
I
Yeah,
think
he
the
does that.
cat gets a point.
Yes, I think so. Thank you. Yes, we'll take it.
We're going to go back, and I said we're going to do a redo. So just give me a second.
No, I don't. It's fine, man. I want to take the. It's fine.
Too late.
I say we take it.
Too late. Okay.
Put it on me. I'm the team captain. I want this.
I'm sure it's going to be a clear image, and we're not going to have any issues with it at all. And it's going to be. It's just going to be awesome.
I doubt it. I have a feeling it's going to be worse.
Continuum looks pissed. I want to get off of this show. He looks mad. I'm done. I don't want to
It's
make
not
any
going
more
to be
enemies.
easy at all. He's going to be like, "I'm giving you a second chance." It's going to have it'll just be like slightly acceptable to everyone else, but we'll
It's just
still have
going to be
a tough time
one
with it.
white dot. He's going to tell you which star is this.
It's not going to be that bad, I promise. Okay. Let me just sort this out. Hold on.
In the meantime, audience, have you been having fun? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already done so, please smash the like button because it'll help us to confound the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. It'll be really nice.
Hail Karoga.
Load this up here. I just need to load it up to the drive. Give me a second. Yeah, get rid of that.
Actually, I think tonight's our biggest attendance, isn't it? I think this is
Not only that, everyone in the audience did hit the like button. There's 23 people watching. One person hit dislike. Whoever you are, I want to know who you are. Let's fight. I want you to undo your dislike button. And
was
let's
more.
It's Continuum, man. After this beating he's received,
whoever hit the dislike button, you better. I'm ready. Fisticuffs here. Let's go.
I've been simulcasting. I've been trying to get people over here too. So hopefully it's gotten you guys some people.
It's doing good. We have a really good stream tonight. Lots of fun comments in the thread there.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're all very respectful and no issues.
Okay. This should not be too difficult, guys. If you can't get this, then
I don't want points for it. That wouldn't be fair. But
okay, so
poor Indie Tiger did not have fun tonight. Anyways, go on.
To be fair, you looked at the other one with Nog and you're like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's what I want. Consumer Jack's never going to talk to me.
Oh,
who is that?
Oh Jesus! Even I can get that one.
Tasha Yar.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It's Tasha.
That's exactly.
Not Miles O'Brien?
Miles O'Brien.
Looks like Data to me, in all honesty.
Could be Data. Yeah.
Data was my first thought.
Pregnant Data.
Tasha.
Tasha.
Yeah, it's got to be Tasha.
It's got to be. That's what all four of us say. Tasha.
Yes.
Well done. So
The hair gave it.
I think the points are now even. I think it's both.
No, we don't get points for that. There's no points for that. We got stomped. It's okay. It was fun.
No. All right. So at this point, then, we're going to ask two members of the audience to come up with a question. So let me look here. I think we're going to ask Wild Mike to ask the B flats a question. If Wild Mike would like to come up with a question, and only Wild Mike, and I would remind everyone else in the chat not to put the answer in the chat. So, Wild Mike, if you'd like to put a question into the chat, we would appreciate it for the B flats.
Who'd you pick?
Vile Mike.
Oh, Vile Mike.
Vile Mike.
Vile Mike.
Vile Mike.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to put myself
And make it hard for the B flats, Vile Mike. All right. Well, Valmike's thinking, who are you going to pick for our question so that they have time?
I'm going to pick. I think there's a guy in the chat's called Starfleetboy. He can. No, wait. Sorry.
I'm trying to influence Valmike.
Yeah, thanks, Earl Grey. Thanks, Robbie. Make it difficult. Thanks, Robbie. Nice one. Love you too.
By the way, tonight was Robbie's debut on Starfleet Boy. He was on the discussion for Dagger of the Mind. So if you guys want to go check him out, he's there. Yep.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He was on that episode, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So young.
While Mike asked the question.
Oh, Mike, okay. I've been having fun, but I want to be able to say comically wrong joke answers. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, it's got there. Who played the captain of the Krenium time ship?
Oh, good point. Good question. Who played
And
the
it's him that played the president in Undiscovered Country. Is it Kurtwood Smith?
You played the president in Undiscovered Country?
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
also what's his face's dad, Topher Grace's dad in that 70s show.
I was gonna say he played Red
I-
on the 70s show.
Red.
I knew
he
that
played-
much.
He did play
I
the he
think
played the
You put
president
your
too.
foot up your ass.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
think
they were the
it-
same actor.
Yeah, I think it's Kurtwood Smith.
I don't know actors' names unless they're like track actors, like real
RoboCop.
day-to-day, everyday track actors.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right there with you, man.
Oh, Mike,
I don't-
I got it.
Yep, you got the right. Yep.
1 point. So that's 17 to 16. Well done. Oh,
And
we
to
have-
Sohail for asking that.
All right, it's
I
time.
got-
It's time
I got
for
a
our question.
raspberry. That's my first raspberry. Thanks a lot. Ian.
It's your question. Can you please present to the Law Boys a question?
What was the name of the 3 Oberth ships that were at the Battle of First Contact?
What version of Elcars is running an episode?
Which
Force-
version of Elcar? Name all the version of Elcars in alphabetical order, reversed alphabetical order.
Okay, so we have a question for the Law Boys.
Woo!
What function from the Pike Enterprise made its way to the TNG pilot? Ooh.
The view screen?
What,
What
function for
function?
the
What do you mean?
Pike
What do we mean by function?
Enterprise made its way to the a counselor?
I don't understand the question. I'm not even trying to be sarcastic here. What
What
do we?
function from the Pike Enterprise? So are we talking from the Cage, or are we talking from Discovery?
Oh,
Sci-Fi Nation.
that complicates it.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's saying Pike's Enterprise, but is it the Cage or is it Discovery Enterprise?
or Menagerie Pike, if you like.
Yeah, it's the same one really from the Cage, isn't it? Really.
And Jeff doesn't know what he means by function, but I think like role. I think it's the same as role. Yeah, we need a little clarification.
What
if you don't
role
mind,
came
Patrick.
from the captain? The captain's role came from. I don't understand. I'm not even trying to be sarcastic. I may be not smart enough for this.
Printout,
Printout,
electronic or otherwise. So a physical thing of the ship,
function.
not a person, not a
Phasers. Phasers were a function of the.
It was originally called time warp in the pilot
Bodily
instead of warp.
function.
Bodily function. What bodily function came through
I don't.
to the TNG pilot?
So it skipped the Kirk Enterprise. I'm not.
Printout, electronic or otherwise. Bodily function. So you got a warp core. Warp core made it from Pike. You got
But it would have been. Yeah, there's a lot of things.
a warp core is electronic.
Wait, there's another question. How many roles did Mark Leonard play in Star Trek?
Oh.
It's also from Sci-Fi Nation.
Oh, I didn't see that. I missed that one.
Who's
Yeah,
Marl?
that's it.
Okay, so who's Marl Leonard before we get
Mark
back?
Leonard is Sarek.
Mark
Sarek.
Sarek.
Mark Leonard.
Okay. Mark
And
Leonard.
I think it's only 2.
No, it's not.
Oh, there's more?
I only know of 2.
Oh, yes, there's 3. Sorry, there's 3. That's right. He plays a Klingon in the motion picture.
Correct.
Do we get that? Is that our question?
Well, he
I love this show, man.
He gave 2 questions. So
Do we get 2 points? Do we get 2 points because we answered those right? Well, actually, that was a multis because I mean they had the warp core, the view screen. We can have an infinite amount of points if we do it that way.
It's 3. I say we got the point.
I say in the cage, they had a paper printout. In the TNG pilot, Picard said, "From this point forward, no communication will be made by voice or other method."
That's very specific.
I
Very
still
good.
don't understand.
But I say we get the point from the Mark Leonard question.
Yeah, I think you get the point from the Mark Leonard, even though I gave
Is it only 3 parts he played? Is
That was
it's not 4?
Wait,
Well, he
what do
played
you
the
think
cage,
the 4th
man.
is?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm trying to do my best that
He
you don't
played
get
the
that point.
Centurion. He played the Romulan
Okay.
Centurion. He played Surek, and then he played a Klingon in TMP, as far as I know. We'll look it up right now.
Can we get the answer to this question though? Now I'm invested in the paper printout question. I'm invested in that. So before we end, I want to see that too. In Continuum Trek is like drinking and smoking now and has blocked me on Twitter. I just found out.
I would never block you, sweetheart.
Are we gonna go? Oh man.
Indicate.
Oh, so actually, I did a little research because I had to know. Sci-Fi Nation is correct. Picard requests actually specifically he says printout only, so he does say printout only, and that only appears in those 2 pilots.
Can you show me? Can you show me in the episode where anything is ever printed out ever? Like
It wasn't. He just requests it.
so.
But you're right.
There was in the cage. There was a printout. They actually did do a printout in the cage.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying it's like Picard also said that the Klingons were a part of the Federation and Starfleet. The smartest
And
guy.
oddly enough, in TOS they have like a safe with handwritten instructions locked up too. So the Federation after in Discovery after what's it called? Control took over. They went really far backwards to try to ensure security, and they don't use computers a lot.
You know, I did a video on that. As much as you hate Discovery and Control and stuff, it actually does fit when you look
It adds up. Yeah.
When you look at some of the things that happened in the original series and even in TNG, you have Riker who's scared of computers ever taking control. I mean, it goes against everything Gene ever wanted in a utopia, but it makes sense why it is very Babylon 5 or Warhammer.
I concur.
It's pretty crazy.
So we got 3 points for that, right, Conti?
No, you get 1 point.
He's just giving us points to make us feel better. If I was Bird of Prey, I'd be pissed right now because there's
they won.
They won solidly. They got it. It was a good game. It was a lot of fun.
We need to go at least one more round.
Oh, we got another round?
Well, we'll have to make one up.
Do you know what? This has got to be the longest episode ever. This one.
Yeah, are we just going to keep going until we beat them? Is that how this works?
7 minutes. That's good.
I mean, it just feels like we just play until Lore wins. I guess.
Until I get it. Because
Robbie says best quiz show so far, so that's going to be entertaining.
DMs.
Can we get Tasha off the screen?
Yeah,
I mean,
put us back
I just
on
feel like
screen.
I need elbow room. We need breathing room. Which Star Trek movie was that from?
That would be Earth Hitler 1941. No, that was Star Trek 6. We need breathing room.
Earth Hitler 1936.
Here's one, see if you can guess it. I do have to leave eventually, but here's one. We got them. I think it was Kurt that said this. We got them exactly where we. How's he say it? They got us exactly where we want them.
Yeah, that's from the motion picture.
Yeah,
he says it to Will Decker. Yeah,
I love that. They got us exactly where we want them. I thought that was the best. So do I get a point for that continuum Trek? Because that'll put us up against Bird of Prey.
Look at poor Bird of Prey.
What we're going to do?
Conti, can you get rid of Tasha Yar?
Actually, Val Mike said he'd rather look at Tasha Yar than the rest of you chuckleheads.
I understand that. I get it.
Cheers.
I do.
Personally, I'm Bird of Prey. Put Bird of Prey only. I'm here.
leave this episode at a draw.
Yeah.
And a
Wow.
draw.
They won. You guys won. Congratulations, Bird of Pride.
We're going to leave this at a draw.
You got a draw, so we're gonna have to come back and do this again, aren't
I
you?
love that. I agree with that. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I think so. I think a rematch. I think a rematch.
I can't wait to be asked what the interior color of a shuttle is in the next.
I won't be late again, so that the next time you're on, it's not as mean as it was this time.
Anyway, we're going to leave this at a draw. We are going to have a rematch. I can't say we will be putting a later date, but I would like to. LDG sent me a message over Twitter. He would like it to have a shout out. So, if you guys know LDG Pixels, go over to his channel, hit the like and subscribe. Also, I'd like to give obviously Laura Lodi and Bird of Prey 5, of course, their channels a shout out for one joining us today and just being awesome on the show. So, go over to their channels. The links to their channels are in the description below. Go over there, watch the content, hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, of course, to like this channel, subscribe to it, and of course, share this episode, as it is probably not only the longest running episode, but of course, I think the only time we've ever had a draw on the show. I think.
And can we get Trekcatcatcat to 100 subscribers plus? Let's do it.
I'm one away from 70, so I'm not too bad. I'm 1 away from 70.
Well, guys, you know what to do. 1 away from 70. So get over there, go to all their channels. The links are in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share their stuff on Twitter, Facebook, or any other social media, except TikTok, because it's TikTok and we don't like that. Well, at least I don't, because it's not real social media. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming on. Bird of Prey 5, Laura Loaded, thank you for being our special guest tonight. And
haven't you forgotten something? Normally you do a question to the audience.
Oh yeah, for who's on next?
If you like to,
can I do it? Can I?
If you like to, what?
Sorry, go ahead.
If you'd like to appear on the show in 2 weeks' time, all you got to do is answer this simple question.
But to answer it, you've got to DM in Twitter. Do not put the answers in this.
That's right. Do not put the answers in the chats. Do not put the answer on Twitter. DM us question of Trek the answer, and we will give you obviously
noise.
Yeah, the first two to give us the answer will win a place in 2 weeks' time. So here is the question. Nick, what was the name of the shuttlecraft that carried Wesley and Picard back to Earth for Picard's heart surgery? If you know the answer, DM us on Twitter. Please don't put the answer in the chat, and of course don't tweet the answer to us with a tag. DM us the answer. Apart from that, guys, thank you very much for coming. I'll also again thank you, Bird of Prey 5 and Laura Loaded, for joining us, and we'll see you all next time for another question.
A bridge clap. You get a bridge clap.
Good night.